Bienvenidos. I'm Oli, a bachetera, storyteller, and proud Latina healing her money story. Sobre por sobre. Este es Budget Talk y Testimonios, where we save with purpose, reflect with honesty, and talk about the real-life historias behind every peso. Porque budgeting no es solo matemáticas, es memoria, es testimonio, es transformación. Hit subscribe, grab your sobres, and let's budget this story together. I have been contemplating starting this channel for a while. I actually just started doing saving challenges, stuffing folders in January 2025. And I was very inspired by several creators, by the budgeting family, Mari's Way of Life, Norelli's Budgets, Gloria's Budgets, Jamie are in Budgets, and many others who have really paved the road for us, so for me personally. So this is my first video. I hope that I can share a little bit of how I myself am working on this budgeting system. But more than anything, the purpose behind this channel is to hold myself accountable for budgeting, because I don't know about you, but I'm one of those people that if we have it in the savings account and we see something we like, or in the checking account, we kind of just go for it. And that is, while it's fun and sometimes you know we need to do that, it's not what I want to do. All right, it really is not what I want to do. All right, so I'm gonna start off with our cash. So let's see. So first, let's see how much we have here. And I am going to grab my calculator. That's my kid's calculator from school. I've seen all these budgeting mamas with amazing calculators, but you know, I have this one and it works, so I'm using it. That works. So we have 100. So we have a total of $620. $620. Okay. So I had initially budgeted a total of $670, but I already took out $50 for the husband, so that left us at $620. I was thinking like I'm supposed to have 670, but that is the reason why. All right, and just so you know, this is money that is our leftover money that would traditionally go into our savings account. I have already deducted all of the monthly bills. I'm still debating on how comfortable I feel with sharing that at this moment. I think in the future I surely might, but as for right now, I feel comfortable just as I'm starting off sharing my wallet stuffing and all the place where we will be putting in our cash into. So just having that in mind. And we also pull around $50 for each of our two kids, our two boys. So that is an electronic transfer that has already been done, and it's not part of this total budget right here. All right, so I'm gonna start off with my envelope stuffing. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I have all of these receipts, and as a great advice from Norelli's and other budgeting community of having the Fetch app, I have been collecting all my receipts and have been uploading them to, I'm pretty close to be able to redeem my first card. So that was great advice. Okay, so for groceries, we have 150, and I'll have 100, 2, 4, 50. For gas, it is 110. And these, I do 70 for the husband, and I do 40 for my car. That's how we divide it up. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 100, 10. And I can see already I'm gonna need some change, but we'll figure it out. So that's gas. For household, we're doing $20. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. My phone memory got full. I imagined that on my first video. Guess part of it, all right. Okay, so I also made change. I took advantage of making change while I cleaned up my memory, my storage on my phone. So we stayed on tips. So tips, I was saying that I do not have anything planned for tips because we're not planning on going anywhere. So we're gonna put in $20. And what I do with this for the boys, it's when we're out, when we go somewhere, and then if they see something they want, meaning an ice cream or something like that, right? Not necessarily purchasing stuff from the store, but we use this money for that. And usually I'm lucky that they hardly ever ask for much. Actually, I have to ask them, hey, do you want an ice cream? Should we go out for ice cream or something like that? So usually 20 covers us. And then I have self-care. I have $5 left over, and for self-care I'm going to add $20, and that is me money basically. As mentioned earlier, the husband also has, you know, his own form of self-care, but that we don't have a folder for that. I just give him the, you know, take out the cash and and give it to him. So this is like when we want to spend a little something on ourselves. Mind you, we don't always do self-care. We have the envelope, but we don't always stuff it. We do when we have a little bit extra. The next one is spending, which I am not adding anything to it. And for spending is if we're out and we see something that we want to purchase, and if we have money in this folder, then we do buy it. If not, so we for the next 2 weeks we probably won't be buying much. That is not part of our already budgeted items. And buffer, usually we add $10 to this, but I'm not adding anything right now. As I've said, we're not planning on going out to places where we're going to purchase items. So I don't feel we need a buffer. And miscellaneous is just, usually this is actually my folder where I put in my receipts, but I have them up here. All right, so that's it for the budget. Now, one thing, I do have some change here, some coins. And what I'm doing, part of one of my savings challenges is from Norelli's budget. From Nori, she created a penny, all my penny savings, and I do that. So anytime I have change, I add it here, this little container. I think it was a little olive jar or something. I don't know. I love to keep the glass jars. I just wash them and then recycle them, repurpose them. So the purpose of this one is for me to collect any points that I have and that I have not added to the Norelli's all my pennies savings. Oh, look, outlet just came off. Oh, need to replace her. Anyhow, this is whatever's on this little jar. In that little jar, I have not counted in it, and it's good. It's ready to be entered into that. So other than that, my wallet is done. So now I'm going to move into I'm going to divide all this cash and put it into the envelopes of my challenges. Let me make sure you're still recording. A little paranoid. Okay, we're good. So this little wallet, I have several of these that I have ordered on Amazon, but this particular one, we just recently discovered a store in our area. I'm in Texas, in the central Texas, the Austin area. And we discovered this store that sells Amazon products that have either been returned or have been semi-used. You really have to check them. But, you know, it's one of those, I guess the owners purchased the pallets of items and then they opened this little store. It reminds me of the Halloween stores, how they start popping up closer to Halloween. You know, there's a building and all of a sudden it's a Halloween store and then it's gone. That's what it reminds me of. But this is for Amazon products. And depending on the day of the week that you go, they have a specified price. So we went on a day, and I cannot remember the days and the prices, but the day that we went in, it was a $4 day. And then I found this wallet and I was like, oh my goodness, that's $4. So I just checked it and it was actually in really good condition. It has a notes place and, you know, little calendar area, and then has budget sheets that are like cardstock. And it also had envelopes, the clear envelopes. It had like 12 envelopes. So I took those and put them in other binders. So what I decided to do with this binder, this is the one I'm going to use to kind of make my, you know, put my thoughts in and kind of schedule my videos and, you know, my notes of what I'm going to do. And I added these envelopes. And these are my original envelopes. I actually created these when I started in December, and when I became interested in starting this journey, I wanted to make sure that it was something that I was going to stick with, and that's way back in January, right? So I didn't want to go in and spend money on things such as the envelopes and all these things that I might not follow through with. So I decided to go to the Dollar Tree, and they have this cellophane paper in the arts and crafts. And I already had laminating sheets, the ones that do not require a laminator. I had those, I purchased those several years ago. So I finally found a use for those. And what I decided to do, I'm like, well, I'm going to create them. I kind of watched several videos of how people would create them, and me not having a laminator and having found those sheets, I figured a way to do it. So I just laminated the design on the sticky place, the part, and the back part of that laminate, it's the back part of my envelope. And as you can see, the sheets are only this long, the ones that they sell at the Dollar Tree. So I kind of cut them and put them together. They work for me. So they work, so I'm just going to use them until they become undone. So this is my little Frankenstein's monster here, my Frankenstein envelopes that I put together. And these are the ones that I'm going to be using to stuff, to place the money that I have divided into each of the challenges that I have. And these others I actually ordered on Etsy. I cannot remember the name of the person who made them. I'm going to look for their name and I'll just put it as reference for you. All right, so I created this. I'm gonna put it in half and let me see how I can show this. So I created this document where I am actually, these are all this is my cash wallet, all the categories for that. And then at the bottom, I have my binders and my challenges basically. So this is how I'm dividing that. And this was a great idea that I got from Janie RN Budgets. She calls it Sick of Debt Saturdays or something like that, Sick of Debt binder. So this is my debt binder, and I'm kind of trying to follow what she's doing, where she saves 1/3 of I think it's from her paycheck, but I'm just doing 1/3 of my remaining balance and sticking it to the debt because we have quite a bit of debt that we need to take care of. And then I just kind of, budget based on how much I have and how much I want to put into each of the categories. So all these categories are going to be in this envelopes. There will be some that will be going away. For example, this mini leather, let me see if I can find it. It's something that I came across on Etsy, and it's this is super cute. And I started in January, so I started stuffing it. Once I'm done with this whole thing, I'm probably going to take it out of the rotation because I want to have less challenges or less binders so that I can really hit them a little bit harder. But I'm almost done, so I have a couple of 20s, 15s, and 25s with this one. So once this is done, I will reallocate this cash probably into debt, into long-term debt or well, not long-term debt, into debt or long-term savings, long-term folders. And all right, so let's get started. Let me put my cheat sheet to the side so that we can see how we're going to do this. Okay, so my first one is that debt binder, and I'm going to allocate $80. So 2, 4, 6, 8. And that's going to go in here. Then my green, my sinking funds. Actually, I have my purple here. I have them backwards. I'm sorry. I need to fix them because I'm a creature of habit and I get thrown off easily. So my next one is my green, and I'll have $35 here. 20, 35. Then I have my purple long-term binder, and that's on a 35 as well. 20. So 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have my tiny folder, and for the tiny, I'm going to allocate $30. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 20. So that's 30. And I'll probably break these down. I know for the tiny, I'm gonna have to break up that 20. Then I have my holidays binder. So for my holidays, I have several things, but at the end, it's gonna be all for Christmas. So holidays, I'm putting in 20. My 52 Fridays is taking 20. My mini leather, that one that I'm almost done, the mini leather is taking 20. And the dollar a day is taking 10, and it's 10 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this is from Nori's budget, dollar a day. Rainy day is also from Nori's, so I'm gonna do 2 5s. Bone Bucks is from Simply Sarah Saves. I think Bone Bucks is $10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we have birthdays. It's a 20. And saving for the future, it's $10. So I'll do 2 5s. All right, well, that's it for my first video. Thank you so much for those of you who stuck through all these first time unexpected things that just happened. And again, I'm just starting with this journey, and more than anything, it's to keep myself accountable. It's for self-accountability purposes. I feel that if I am putting it out there, I'm gonna make it happen. Gracias for sitting con mi historia today. Behind every gasto is growth, and behind every sobre, there's survival and self-trust. If this episode spoke to you, don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment. Tell me, what's your testimonio behind the cash? Gracias, nos vemos. Adiós.